how to manage your money with how to manage your money on one piece of paper. Now, is that possible to be able to do? Well, most people don't think it is. And I'm going to show you how to be able to do that. There's 5 steps. Make more money. Number 2, separate it. Number 3, give it away. 4, automatically invest. And 5 is to spend the rest. Now, when you go to the website, we're going to use those 5 systems and those 5 steps. And I'm going to show you how to do that on one piece of paper. So I'm going to have Ethan take us to the website. When you log in and then go over to courses, then when you go to courses, you're going to pull that down to downloads. Now, when you come down to the download section, there's going to be another section on there that says manage your money on one piece of paper. So let's go down to that one. And you can see that we have it in different currencies, but let's do the top one. Click the steps right there. So it's going to manage your money on one piece of paper. Now, we're not going to do your tax return off one piece of paper, but we are going to teach you how to simply do it. Now, the idea behind this was that it had to be fun, had to be simple, had to be easy, and it's something you can do with both spouses. So step number 1 is that once you pull it up, then what you're going to do is you're going to go in there and you're going to make a copy of that file. Number 2, after you do that, because you want to be able to print this and you want it to be just for you. But after you do that, you can start filling out the different pieces of information. And of course, you're going to put your first name, member ID, or an email. That's kind of helpful for you. But right there on B2, you'll put your name on there. Then the cash flow, that's the next section. Money in, money out. Okay, money in, money out. And is there a balance? So in this particular case, we're showing in this example here that you had $1,000 coming in, and there's $650 going out, and there's $350 that's still in the queue that we've got to figure out what to do with. So the way this works is that you go down into the yellow section, which is to make more money. And in here, we're going to put a couple ways that you make money. So let's put job right there. Type in job. Job 1. Let's say that job 1. And that's $1,000. And let's go in there and put job 2, just so you understand how it works. And in this example, let's say that you made $1,000. And in number 2, let's say you made another $500, just so you get the concept of it. So step number 1 is to make more money. And you can see that our total is $1,500, and that goes up to our cash flow. So on our cash flow, you can see that we've got $1,500 coming in. Now, step number 2 is to separate your money. Step number 3 is you give some of it away. Now, in this example, you see that we've already got charity at $50. Let's go add another charity item in the purple section right there. And let's go charity number 2, and let's go give another $50 away. And when you do that, you'll notice as you go up to your income, your balance sheet, money in, money out, this is your cash flow. You've got $1,500 coming in from your job. And so far, we've given away $200. And now we're going to go into the next sections. So now the next one is to automatically invest. And in this account, we're saying we're going to do $100 into the automatically invest. Let's just change that to $1,500 so you can see how fun this is. I'm sorry, to $150, $150. Okay, good. Now, the next section, there's 2 sections to the spend account. There are the fixed assets. These are fixed assets that you've got that are pretty much fixed. Hey, you know, we've got rent, we've got utilities, we've got whatever it is. So rent, let's say that rent, let's move rent up to about 300. And again, you can add zeros to this. It doesn't really matter. It's just to be able to see. Let's put utilities on that next line. And let's say that that's $100. And then let's put miscellaneous on there for another 100. And again, you could put down what they are: school loans, anything that's fixed. Now, you've got money coming in, you got money going out. On spend, there's 2 set categories on spend. One is the fixed stuff. This is just fixed. The next one is variable. This is where people get into trouble. This is where people get into trouble. It's because they have variable money and they don't know how much they've got. They don't know how much they've spent or where it's gone. So in variable, you can see that we just did this with our friends Heshe and Warner. And in their organization, you got Heshe, Warner, and entertainment. Let's put a little money into entertainment. Let's go put another $100 in entertainment. Okay, now let's scroll up and see our money in, money out. So right now, you got $1,500 money coming in, and we've got $1,250 going out. We've got $250 that we need to allocate someplace. So let's go back down into the variable spend, and let's put on there clothing. This could be gas or clothing or anything.
Oh, clothing. It's a
Clothing.
bowling.
Clothing.
There we go.
Clothing. And let's just for fun, let's put that at 100. And then let's put miscellaneous. Then let's put other for another 150. Now, if we've done this right, you'll notice as you go back up to the top, our money in was 1,500. Our money out is 1,500. So now we've got it all balanced. Here's the money we think is coming in. This is the money where we're thinking it's going to go out. And now we've got a plan. And then you're going to put a start date on there. Let's go change that start date to February the 2nd over there on, yep, let's go change that to February the 2nd. And what it's going to do before he hits enter, I want you to look right down there below there. You can see the days. As soon as we hit enter, that's going to change all those days right below there in the variable spending categories. Go ahead and hit enter and watch this. Boom, there it changed. So here's day one of where we're at. And you'll notice the variable spending categories is very interesting, because what happens is that we're going to pace. The word is pace your variable expenses over the next month, over the next 30 days. Now, most months have 30 to 31 days. In this category, we're going to pretend like there's 35. Why? Because we want to run out of month before we run out of money. So now the way that this little system works is that it's going to take those variable expenses and it's going to make a thermometer for each one of them. So you'll notice that in this case, Heshy had $300, Werner had 100, entertainment was 100, clothing was 100, and other was 150. So we know our money coming in, we know our money going out, and we have an idea where we are going to send it all. And you'll notice that right there where it says Heshy on day one, we started with $300. That was our budget. And the pacing of it says that she can spend about $8 to $9 a day, you know, in order for her to be able to stay with her spend target. And so the way this works is, hey, I've got $300 in that category. And just for fun, let's say that she goes down and spends $50. Well, now she's got about $250 left. So as you scroll down, you can see let's go back up a little bit. So I want you to be able to look on here. So as we go down there, you can see Heshy, she starts with 300. And if she spent $50, now she's down to about $249. So scroll down just a couple of pieces. Right now, she's down to $249. So 300 minus 50 equals 250. She's at about 250. That's what she's got left. Now you'll notice it has a date over there by February the 7th. And what that means is that she's already spent $50 of her money that was allocated for variable. And if it is February the 4th, she's spending her money too fast. You see that? She's only got $250 left, and it's only the 4th of February. I'm spending it too fast. But if she had $250 left right there, and it happens to be February the 10th, that's great. The month is running out faster than her money. Does that make sense? So just like on the kids' little thermometer, we're just going to color it down or cross it off. She had $300, she spent 50, so she's just going to cross up everything until she gets down to the 250 mark. And you'll notice that it says, hey, on pace, you should be at about February the 7th. Now, if she's at February 7th, she's right on target. If it's the 3rd or 4th, she's spending it too fast. If it's the 10th, she's got plenty of room there. So let's say that she spends another $50. Now she's got $200 left. And that takes you down to about right there, about $200. And again, we're not counting nickels or pennies or dimes. We're just pacing you. We're just trying to have you run out a month before you run out of money. And again, if she has $200 there, she's scheduled to have about $200 left by February the 12th. If it is February the 12th, she's on target. She's spending it at the right pace. If it's only February the 7th, she's got to slow down. If it's February the 15th, she's got some breathing room. So the way this works, it's just very fun. It gives you a pacing. How fast are you spending your money to the money that you got allotted for you? As you scroll down, you'll notice that there's 35 days in every month. Now, you didn't know that, but we added 4 extra days so that you'll have extra money at the end of the month. That's how the little system works. So you fill out one of these, the spouses, you and your spouse together, fill one of those out, you print 2, and then he's got his money, she's got her money, things that she's responsible for, she takes care of, the things he's responsible for, they take care of. Most marriages fail not because of the lack of money, but because they are not on the same page. They fail because the husband and wife cannot agree with what to do with the money. Well, here's how you agree. You sit down, this is the money we've got coming in, this is the money that's going out, and here's our charity, this is our saving, there's our investing, and here's our fixed expenses. And then here's the variable, and then you make a decision on where to do it. My father-in-law taught me this principle when my wife and I first got married. He says, I have my money and my wife has a separate checking account with her money. Big picture is there's things I'm responsible to make sure I take care of, the car, the gas, the oil, whatever it is, the house, those are all things that I'm going to make sure that I pay. And then there's extra money for the household. And we decide how much I'm going to give her each month. I give her that money, write her a check, goes into her checking account, and then I don't tell her how to spend it. Okay, that's her responsibility. The nitpicking of everybody about where your money's going is the problem. So you decide how much money each spouse and what responsibilities they have, and then you let them run with that money. That's how you do it. That's the simplicity of it. I learned that from my father-in-law. So this system is a system that you can use to manage your money. So a spouse, you and your spouse can do that. You can do it as an individual. And again, the first thing you do is you pull it up, you make a copy of it, you make the changes to it, and then you print it. And then you can change it for the next month. So that's the very simple system to be able to use. And there is a whole tutorial on there as well. When you go into the courses, there's a tutorial on how to manage your money on one piece of paper, and it'll take you through that step by step. Anyway, this is Tom Painter. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for making a huge difference out there. We're going to say goodbye to our friends around the world. And then we're going to come back. We're going to give some money away for people that have been to class and that are sharing with others. So we will see you in our next